Hello everyone, welcome back. This is DisturbingPuppet. We're going to continue today with my Orc campaign of Warhammer 40,000 Gladius Relics of War. We are currently involved in kind of a major war with the storyline, which is fighting off a giant Imperial Guard base and troops that kind of spawned in right next to my capital. So I am red on the map. The only other people that are left from the AI are the Necrons, who are blue, and I've got them kind of bottled up. So what I'm primarily doing down here is I've left a force to sort of keep them busy, destroy anything that they build, and just kind of wipe out anything that they produce, just to kind of keep them stuck down in the map and less of an issue. And I'm following the storyline. So the current one is red ones go faster. So this is basically we need red paint or possibly blood from humans to put on our Space Hulk so it'll go faster and our engine will work and we can leave. I'm not actually sure how many chapters there are in the Orc storyline. When I did the Necrons, I can't remember how many there were, but I did finish the storyline there. This does seem like it's pretty tough, actually. We've got this Imperial Guard city, and there was just a massive number of tanks and these Basilisk guns all over the place. So I initially built up a horde near my capital, sent them in, and they got kind of butchered and didn't do a whole lot of damage. So I rebuilt some troops and sent some of my force up from the south that were fighting the Necrons, so we're kind of attacking them from both sides. I had a pretty large air force and sent them in primarily to go after the artillery pieces, these basilisks that were all over the place, because they've got such long range. We're hanging out in the back just trashing me. So we've whittled them down, but I've lost a lot of my air force. I only have, I don't know, maybe 3 jets left, something like that. We've got the war boss involved now. We've got some psychers, we've got some other people that we've kind of pulled up from the south, still fighting. So things are looking okay now, but this was actually a pretty major fight. I'm kind of surprised for only being Chapter 5 how many troops spawned in. I'm not sure if it's based on the turns or anything else goofy, but it definitely seems like this was a lot to deal with. So we should be able to crush them today. And then hopefully the next thing won't happen too fast because I really need to rebuild my army. And I do have a couple of Gorkonauts, and I'm working on building up my ore production so that I can build some more. But man, they've really trashed me. So I've got some guys back here that need to be repaired. These guys are just coming into the fight. Yeah, so overall we're kind of spread out quite a bit. You can kind of see the gray of the Imperial Guard forces here. So they are kind of just in this pocket here. We've got them mostly surrounded. We should be able to crush them. I think we've whittled down the artillery enough that we should be able to proceed okay, but we'll see. Research, we're working on boss poles, which make boys, mega knobs, tank busters, and war bosses take less hit points if we suffer a morale loss. I did lose quite a few units fighting up here, so I did lose a bunch of morale, so I thought this might be useful in the short term. Long term, I think I want to produce the, there's a building that helps you make Swiggoths. So I'm kind of curious to see what the Swiggoths look like and check them out. That's probably my next thing that we'll go for, and hopefully they don't require too much ore, which I'm kind of funneling all into my Gorkonauts here. So we're kind of ready for the next turn, so we'll just kind of go for it and see how it goes. I'll just check my city production. So up here we are building diggers and smelters for ore, tank busters, a jet, and some more mechs for repairs. Up here, we're just working on diggers and smelters. We're holding off on anything else because everything else requires ore, because these two just have the cult of speed for vehicles. And here we're also building diggers and smelters. So I was producing kind of jets and stuff up here, but that does use a lot of ore, and I want to get at least one more Gorkonaut pumped out here as soon as I can. Alright, let me just check on the stream and make sure everything seems to be working. Alright, looks okay. If anything comes up, any weird issues or something, just put something in the chat. Hopefully I'll notice. Alright, let's progress and see what happens. Oh, that's a new unit for the Necrons down there. I'm pretty sure. And artillery just pummeling me as much as possible. We've got Praetorians showing up. A whole bunch of battle reports here on the side. Alright, Lehman Russ, attack battle wagon. Did quite a bit of damage, but you're still alive, just barely. Commissar used Bring It Down on my war boss. 6 armor penetration. Well, my war boss is still alive, so that's okay. Their city attacked my Decajet. He's a little bit banged up. Tank attacked Battle Wagon. Sentinel attacked Decajet. Basilisk attacked the War Buggy, so they're still alive, thankfully. Praetorians attacked my War Boss. Praetorians are actually a really tough unit, so we can kind of just beat on them a little bit. But yeah, he's got a monolith that was weakened that is now hiding, and it looked like he had one of the new ones that's the monolith that has the Catan inside of it. That was the new one that he just kind of built. So he's probably going to hoard some stuff out here and then try to come at me all at once with a few units. And we've got production stuff. So I'm going to deal my military units first, and then we'll go and go through the production. So I guess we can start down here. Take a quick look. This is my secondary war boss here. Since we can, why not? We'll use Prophet of the Law. Just increase the amount of influence I get for attacks. The more influence I get, the higher my Waaaaggghhh level goes, which increases the damage that my units do. So the more attacks I can do, the better. Unfortunately, being in the city, it's kind of hard to get at this stuff. I don't really want to have the city shooting at me too much, so I may reposition some stuff here. So I will probably move these guys over. We'll plan on healing them up. We'll pull the war boss back, have them both attack the Praetorians. Be nice if we can kill them, but I don't think we can because they are really tough. I could get the Psyker involved too, but I'm not sure. I think the line of sight's going to mess up my ability to use any psychic powers. Fine, I guess you'll stay there. So 2.8 for the attack, or grenades will do nothing. So yeah, just attack. Praetorians are really tough. I could go ahead and be going for the city here, but I don't want to destroy the Necrons and finish the game. I'd like to actually go through the story stuff. If the next story thing spawns in just a massive horde or something, then I might just say, yeah, whatever, we'll just take out the Necrons. So if things get bad enough, that's our backup option. The War Boss is pretty tough. We can leave him in here, but he's going to take a lot of fire if he brings up the monolith and the other thing that they just built, which I can't remember what it's called. If I pull back, I'm not going to have any line of sight. I don't really like hanging out in range of this and getting shot up by it. For a turn, I guess we can just do this, and then next turn we can kind of shuffle down, so they'll be able to move over, he can move down. So for now, stay there. Do a little bit of damage. Nothing else is really going to see them. If I move the Psyker in, it's not showing that I have line of sight, so I probably don't because the city blocking everything. So I'm repairing up these guys because they were getting beat up, they were in this position, so if we can repair them fully, we'll put them back so they'll take an Overwatch shot, anything that comes out. That works for me. And I could attack the city, but I'm not going to. We'll leave them on Overwatch. Same with you, and you, and you. Psyker can just hang out, that's fine. Okay, did we build any units? We produced mechs, so that's not that big of a deal, but might be good for some repairs. I'm not sure if putting the Phytobombas over Orkoid Fungus actually helps them heal or not. A lot of the vehicle units do, but I'm not sure about a flyer. I can't tell. I don't remember what my health was before when I parked in here. So I'm still not sure. But you guys can go ahead and heal up the Gorkanaut. So that'll put it back to full health. At least I think so. Yeah, full health. You're full health. So you guys can all work on the jet. If necessary, anyway. Not quite back to full, so yeah, finish him up. And if we need to, we can throw him into combat. Definitely want to pull that other fighter bomber out of there. What do we have? We've got a weakened tank unit. I definitely need to get these guys out of this position. I just can't get very far, unfortunately. Got a commissar. So the war buggies I can't heal with pain boys. I've got a few pain boys down here, so we're just going to pull them back and park them on some orkoid fungus for a while to heal up. I can heal the Death Coptas, so there are the Death Coptas that are damaged there. I could pull them back and heal them up with the pain boy. Got an artillery piece there we'd like to take out. War boss is in good enough shape for now. Let's just send him out there. See if we can kill off the commissar. He's not the one I killed before, he's just going to come back. Yep, it's the other commissar. So yeah, the commissars, I looked at this happened last turn too. They have a special ability. Iron Will. So after dying, the Lord Commissar immediately comes back to life, but it's got a 10-turn cooldown, so you've got 10 turns to kill him off. So I killed the other one last turn and he took off. This one didn't get quite as far. So I have to kill him twice, which is a little bit of a hassle. You've got line of sight of him. Do okay damage. Actually, yeah, we've got everything on cooldown. Bust Heads is on cooldown, Prophet of the Waaaggghhh is on cooldown. I would think I'd be able to see him from there. Didn't show that I could, but yeah, it looks like I can. I want to leave enough units that I can go after that artillery piece. So let's see if we can kill him off with psychic attacks, maybe. Hide in the woods. So one more psyker should do it, and I do have another one. Then we can send the tanks and stuff in. That's a dead Lord Commissar! I love the sound of humans dying in this. Playing as the Orks. I am actually really kind of looking forward to playing the Imperial Guard, which I'll probably do next, because I tend to like really long-range units, and for me the Guard are tanks and artillery, and that's pretty much it. I don't really care that much about infantry. So I'm pretty stoked to see all the Basilisks and the Lehman Russ tanks and all that kind of stuff, so I think it'll be a lot of fun to play as the Imperial Guard. As long as you can get through the early game. I kind of think the early game might be a little tough. I've got a level 10 tank here. Unfortunately, there's a bunch of wireweed in front of me. That's not awesome. Decent amount of damage. See if we get shot at here by the... Nope, I thought the regular troops here might take some shots at me. Okay, we'll send in the jet, finish him off. Where do we want to put you? Let's keep you out on the edge somewhere. This should be okay. So I want to move these guys back and heal them up. How far up can you go? Pretty far. So we'll just move back a tiny bit. With this many troops, I'm kind of zoomed out a little bit. I know it doesn't look quite as awesome, but it helps me kind of keep track of what I'm doing. I could scout, but I don't think there's anything. I've got troops further up, so anything that I would scout from here I should be able to see already with the troops I have. Got a pain boy all the way out here. Let's just heal them up, and then we can maybe send them in to scout. Let's see if I can take out this tank here first. Walkers up here. Unfortunately, all this terrain is kind of slowing me down a bit. I've got a lot of forests and things here. There's a bunch of wireweed right outside my city, too, so it's kind of restricting my ability to get around to this side of the city. I'd like to completely encircle it if I can, but going is a little slow, especially when I'm getting shot at in the process. Let's see if we can hide with you. You will move up, see if we spot anything. I'm not seeing anything else. They're also on Orkoid fungus in that position, so that's pretty good. Got line of sight from there, so why not? Yeah, the Gorgonauts, it's taken them a long time to get through the forest here, unfortunately. Let's send this jet in, see if we can finish off the Lehman Russ. Not quite. You've actually got to level up, that's why it's showing me you. Warpath is fine. What else do we have? Anything? I could go ahead and move out my knobs and mega armor here. They are back to full health. They'll be good at attacking the city itself, or attacking stuff in ruins or forests. Actually, I may just do this. We can finish off the tank with him, and then we'll send him back to heal up next turn. Hopefully he can survive in the meantime. We've got some tanks kind of in the way of that position. I can move the choppers up in the way too. Yeah, let's move the choppers up here. We'll scout. See if we see anything. Ah, look who's hiding. Well, we might as well light him up. So I think this is the one that we killed last time. Yeah, he's got 9 left for the turn. 9 turns left for that to cool down. So we'll have to kill him off if we can. You guys are banged up a little bit. What can we do? Not much. I'm just going to have to pull the Gorgonauts out. Get them moving forward. Can't get in range of anything, though. Do I leave you in the line or not? I think for now we'll stay put and keep shooting at the sentinels. I could go after the commissar. I'm just not sure how much damage I'm going to do with him being in the forest like that. Yeah, so we'll just stay here and take shots. A decent amount of damage against the sentinels. So if we can wreck their morale too. We'll go ahead and move them out. Alright, we've got you all set. Can't reach much. Let's see if we can take out the sentinels. Nice. More things dying. Got a bunch of level ups there. That helps give me some extra health too. Is anything left? I think that's everybody. Alright, my capital, built diggers and smelters, so we'll have more ore production. How is my ore production? Plus 36 at the moment. I can work on a Gorkanaut after we finish the tank busters. I do have one spot left here, it looks like. So food or energy. Energy's okay. Food is doing great. I've got some room to grow the population a little bit more. Loyalty is actually positive. Something I've been kind of keeping a really close eye on. In the last game I had Necrons and had 6 cities, and my loyalty was always really bad, so I was trying to do what I could to kind of limit that. So we've had smaller number of cities, just with 3 with the Orks, and doing a lot more research and production of units and buildings that help increase my loyalty. What do we want? Extra power? We're going to need more room to grow fairly soon. Yeah, the 30% food doesn't really matter that much because I've got such a ton of food right now. Energy does require ore and ore upkeep. But I think pretty much anything I build is going to require ore and ore upkeep. If I build more Grotz huts, that's 50. It's just energy upkeep though. Loyalty's good. It's also energy upkeep. Yeah, I think we'll just go energy since we do have the benefit right now, and we'll have to expand, and we'll kind of increase the population later. Other city built diggers and smelters as well, and the population increased. How are we doing? We need more people, but we've got room to grow. Do I have any production spots? I don't see any. It's kind of my power central. You can kind of see I've got lots of power here. I think we're going to have to expand and grab a tile or clear a tile. Can we clear one? It's forest. So yeah, we should be able, if we clear that, we can build something. So we'll clear that for now. I'm going to hold off on building any units until I can start working on another Gorkanaut. So the same here. You guys are working on ore as well. So that's all set. Boss poll next turn. Then we can work on some other research, maybe heading for the Squiggoths. So we've got a tank, we've got Commissar, some infantry, there's probably some more stuff. Let's see what comes at us. He keeps producing more units. Yeah, he's moving everything out of the southern part of the city where I'm occupying. Mostly, anyway. Boss poll causes boys, mega knobs, tank busters, and war bosses to lose less hit points when suffering morale loss. Orc knobs often sport a trophy pole that shows they are not to be messed with. A knob with a boss pole often finds it comes in handy when cracking heads to restore some order in the heat of battle. So what is this? Obelisk. So that's not actually what I thought it was. Still not good. Super heavy skimmer unit with powerful anti-air capabilities. The obelisk hovers low over the battlefield, the somnolent hum of its gravitic repulsors sowing dread in the hearts of the foe. As it drifts into view, black lightning arcing across its glowing hull, the obelisk presents a darkly majestic sight. Yet wonder turns swiftly to horror as the obelisk's weapons cycle up, Glowing Tesla spheres, irising open to spit crawling skeins of lightning that reduce those nearby to blackened, twitching husks. So Tesla sphere. No armor penetration. Quite a few attacks. Range of 2. It says anti-air, but it doesn't have any benefits for air. At least not on the weapon itself. These are mine. I don't know why this is here. It's kind of weird. So we can take some shots at that, try to destroy this thing. What do we have? Scout Sentinels attack the battle wagon for a decent amount of damage. Scout Sentinels? Oh, they're all the way out here. Attack the battle wagon? What kind of range do they have? It's only range 2. I don't know how they attacked me from there. Commissar attacked the battle wagon. Obelisk attacked my mech guns. It always happens. Doomsday Arc attacked War Boss. Finished tank busters and some more diggers and smelters. We've got more ore production coming in. Alright, down here. Let's go ahead and move you over and attack from there. War Boss can move down, finish it off, and we can heal him up. The Necrons are basically kind of providing me free ore here as well. If I can just keep destroying units. It's not a lot, but anything helps. Heal up the War Boss. Take some shots at this, because why not? These guys just keep getting hammered, and then I pull them back and heal them. That's kind of what happens all the time. That's fine. Get an Overwatch shot off with them. As long as they don't die. Just keeping them occupied. You guys are at full health. We could move them up and take a shot. Not sure how much damage we're going to do. Yeah, not a whole lot. 5.4. So even all those attacks still has 78 health. Sleeping Sentry. So it can skip attacking and basically be invulnerable for a little while, essentially, or have a lot less damage being taken. Of course, all the Necron units can heal themselves if they want to use Influence, which is why I'm kind of focusing, especially in the Necrons, wiping them out is the most important thing. Alright, what do we have up here? What can we see? We've got the Lord, we've got Scout Sentinels out there on the left, we've got one tank unit in front of the city, who's about to be surprised by some Gorkonauts, I think. Alright, this guy's kind of banged up now, so let's get him out of there. Let's see if I can get him next to the mechs. Fairly close. And you need to get out of there as well. I think, is there a ridge here? Yeah, that's why we're getting weird movement stuff here. That's kind of the only way around here. It's hard to see from this angle, but yeah, we've got a big ridge all along here. It's been kind of funneling my troops through certain directions, more so than others. No line of sight on the tank, unfortunately. You can move up next to it. So yeah, let's throw you right on in there. See what we see. A little bit of damage. Alright, where's the war boss? War boss! Oh, there's a bunch of wireweed in the way here, unfortunately. That's grummy. Well, let's be a little bit aggressive here. So I know I've kind of been whittling him down. See if I can make an opening for the war boss to come around. Just checking my line of sight before I move. That's a dead commissar. So it kind of sounded like I played a lot of Final Liberation back in the day. I hate that term back in the day, but I sometimes use it. When I was playing this, when you click on the units, they would say stuff as you were basically a commissar in the game. One of the things would be, yes, commissar. Commissar. Well, let's go see what's out here. Dead sentinels, that's what's out here. Just to be safe, since I'm not sure if there could be other stuff out here, I'm going to go ahead and jink, just in case. You guys are at full health. Fortunately, all the forest and ruins here are kind of ruining my line of sight as I advance. These guys are a little tougher, so we'll throw them in the front. Gorkanot's not going to have line of sight anywhere. We can move him up in the back there, get him ready to attack the city. Keeping them in the line, we're also going to jink with him just in case. With the city here, they can take a lot of shots and do some damage, so we'll just try to avoid that if we can. For now, we'll just move up a little bit. Don't really have a good position to move them to. Getting ready to attack the city with them. Looks like I'm going to have to go all the way around like this to get out of here, so we'll move up so we can get back. Get some repairs in. Do we have any targets for you? Not really. I can jink, so we could throw him right in there to try to take out that tank. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Not enough. Remember to hit the right button to jink. Taking this over. Go ahead and scout just to see if we spot anything. Yeah, looks like everything's in vision. Let's go top up the war boss. I'm going to move these guys around. We've got some infantry back here. They're primarily kind of anti-infantry troops. So if they come forward, we can hit them with the bombs and stuff. Don't really have a great place for these guys. I don't have a lot of infantry targets down here. The Weird Boys are primarily anti-infantry, but they can do some damage to vehicles, just not a lot. Bunch of wire weed and stuff in the way. Actually got a smoke screen here we can kind of hang out in. I mean, at least here we're in the forest, so I'm just going to kind of sit tight here with these guys. You're staying there to heal up on the Orkoid fungus. Alright, mechs. Oh, I've got new tank busters as well. See if the mechs can do some repairs. Even if I have valid things I can do, it always jumps to the next unit. I don't know why. Just kind of one of the settings in the game. Just something to be aware of. If it jumps off your unit, you probably can still do stuff with them. Okay, he's already back to full. These guys are hurt, so we're going to leave them here for now on the Orkoid fungus. Should heal up. So we produce tank busters. Let's start working on another Gorkanaut. It doesn't leave me a huge amount of ore left. I'm already working on a jet here. I'm not going to worry about mechs or mech guns. Working on power, so that's fine. Who's left? You guys, yeah, can stay there. You can stay there. So we produce more diggers and smelters, so yeah, plus 41 ore now. I'm going to have to expand the population here because we have 14 population and we need all of them for the buildings we have. So I can expand, but then we've got to build Grotz huts here. And looking at maybe ore production to continue. Got 20%. Yeah, the ore is all just 20% is the maximum. And just a couple buildings on each, looks like, for the ones with the benefit. Yeah, this is fine. Could start working on a jet. 7 turns, so yeah, that's alright. You guys are clearing a tile. You can also make a jet, also 7 turns. Yeah, that's fine. A little faster in the capital, so we'll just kind of do that since we're running low on resources for them. Oh, research, right. Finish that. Increased growth rate, not a big deal. This is increased accuracy for the mech guns, which isn't that big a deal. I don't actually have the DLC with the flash kits, so that's why it's not a huge improvement. More ore when killing units is okay. Healing rate of units, but that's only on Orkoid Fungus. Increased population limit of cities. I'm not sure if this is something I've got to build. I think it's... It doesn't look like it's something I have to build. It's not to say it's a building that increases population limit. So the thing I was looking at primarily is the... what is it? Isn't it Reinhardt's Grounds? Yes, building that produces beasts as well as generates food and increases loyalty. So the Hammer of Wrath research specifically mentions gargantuan squigoths, so I'm assuming the Reinhardt Grounds is where I get my squigoths. So I definitely want that. We're down to 5 turns. How much is it for Deep Diggers? 3 turns. It would help me avoid spending some resources and using building slots if this is just a general research thing, so I'm going to go ahead and go for that. I was kind of thinking it was a building, but I think it looks like it's just research, not a building specifically. I'm not positive, but that's what it looks like. So finally have the Imperial Guard kind of mostly crushed here. A few units coming at me here for the Necrons too. Yeah, making his push. Obelisk attack the battle wagon. The Court attack my Mega Knobs for some damage. Spider attack battle wagon, not for much. We've got a Lord here attack my Mega Knobs as well. There's production stuff. Alright, who do we want to kill? I know the answer to that is everything that's not green. Let's see. So the knobs can do pretty good damage on the Lord. I took some hits. Let's see if I can heal him up. Maybe that'll do more damage. Just in case, I think we'll bust heads here. I don't think we're going to lose any units, but just in case a unit does get taken out, let's do them. So do I want the War Boss to finish off the Lord or trash the Spider? Let's go ahead and just keep focusing on killing stuff, I guess. The Lords also have an ability that lets them summon Praetorian guys for a little while, and I don't really want that to happen. Keep whittling down the Obelisk, or try to hurt the Spider. See if we can go for the Spider. For the people who can target it anyway. Can't hit the Obelisk, is fine. Just going to free up the position to move the mech guns down. Since they are back to full health. And see what kind of damage we can do. Not a lot to the Spider. Not a lot to either because we move, so it reduces the amount of damage. I'll hit the Spider then, I guess. could finish him off with the Weird Boy. It does put him in a bad spot, since I don't think I'm going to have line of sight even if I move within my physical range. Let's just see. Yeah, there's no line of sight there. For my Frazzle ability. So that'll be it. Just taking out the Lord, trashing the Spider, a little bit more damage to the Obelisk. But still haven't bottled up. Nobody's really in danger of dying, so we're pretty much set. Where did all of his units go? I just see the city. I don't really see anything else. It's kind of odd. Let's take a look. Don't have my scout abilities up. That was a lot of damage from a very weak tank unit, nearly killing off my Defcopters there. So you're definitely going to jink. You might die. Let's see what we can see, anyway. So close to being dead. So we'll attack from range from here. That's quite a bit of damage on the city, 16. Close up even more, 26.6. Stomp, stomp. Okay, fighter. Let's see. Finish him off. I know there was some infantry out here that pulled back. I just don't see them. Alright, we'll just move up, keep pounding the city, since I can't actually see any other targets. If this guy, yeah, the jet can take out the city. Alright, here goes. City is down. Destroy the city. Reward, Jakaro digital weapon, artifact. As you sit on the wreckage of an armored vehicle, the Hume city burns in the distance. One of Bones' garrote orderlies is stitching your ear back on, with understandable caution. Bones and Oddgov are managing the collection of the red stuff from the Humies. Even with a missing ear, it's pretty noisy. So we're draining the blood of all the humans so we can slap it all over our stuff. What's left? You head back to get prepared. Got a fighter here that's ready. We'll move him up. I know there's some more stuff At least 1 or 2 infantry units left somewhere back there. What else do we got? Tank buses, move out. Got a new Waaaggghhh. War boss didn't even get involved that much. Let's see if we can find them here. There they are. That's all that's left of the humans. Is there any orkoid fungus around I can park on to heal? It doesn't look like there's much around here. Throw them right into the fight though, so let's do that. Should be fine. Trying to keep everybody healed up to max. The Necrons, they actually healed every turn, so it's kind of interesting in this game to kind of have to manage all my health and stuff. Makes a nice little change. Fairly safe to move the weird boys up. Got orkoid fungus out here. So actually, they already moved him. I could have just left him right here in the orkoid fungus, but we'll send the mechs out to him to do some repairs if we can. I think we should be relatively safe right now. So the next part of the storyline will just pop up at some point. Hopefully it doesn't involve more massive numbers of troops coming in at me. We'll just leave the mechs there. You're there healing up, that's fine. So I got a Jakaro digital weapons, so damage, arm penetration, miniaturized killing tools of remarkable power, commonly concealed within jewelry, and created by a race of primate-like Xenos with an apparent instinctive understanding of technology. The Imperium has, as yet, been unable to replicate the construction of these digital weapons. Since we're doing a bit more fighting down here, he's already got a powered gauntlet, so I'm not sure if that actually will stack. Doesn't seem like it. It seems like I can't use it at all. Oh, it's actually something I've got on a cooldown. Okay, that's interesting. So I can use it in addition to an attack. Okay, that's kind of cool. So in addition to the attack, we can do a little bit of damage with the digital weapon. Okay. That'll finish off the spider. That's cool. Better than I thought, actually. Alright, Capital, we produced a Waaaggghhh. We are working on a Gorkanaut. What are we doing? We're building more power. I'm hoping the tech I'm researching is going to help me with the population. Let's go ahead and build another jet, I think. Or Battle wagon. Let's go battle wagon here. We can build jets in the other cities. We're going to hold off on any heroes or the mech guns or anything. Cleared a forest up here, so I should have one spot now. So this is mostly power. But ore is what I need, not really power so much. I hate kind of wasting if I've got a bonus, but power is doing okay. Well, I mean, we are going to need power sooner or later, I think. Plus 22. I'm just going to go for the ore. I need the ore more now. It's not that big of a deal, 20%. Population increased. Fine. What are you guys doing? Working on grabbing a tile. I could start working on another jet up here, since I still have the resources. Yeah, why not? Somebody's left. Now we've got to level up on the Pain Boy. The cyborg implants. And we're not going to build anything else there, so that's set. So all we have left here is just the one little unfortunately outgunned and outnumbered humans. Well, that was the next chapter. Chapter 6, Bad Moon Rising. All is ready. The mechs have tested the engine. The Hulk has been painted a particularly bloody shade of scarlet, and all the orcs in the Waaaaggghhh believe it's going to work. Now you have to move the moon-sized ship to a good launch spot, what Waaaggghhh calls the right launch tragedy, and hit the big red button, and tie Wardred to the front for luck. Bones slides up. Boss, good news. The Humies in Tinheads and that rest won't get left. He dodges your fist as you are, "What? Zogamo!" He grins. "Exactly. We're going to get one last fight. I figured you'd like that." You drop your fist and order your grots to bring your biggest shooters and choppers and mega armor. Waaaggghhh and the mechs say we need to move the Hulk before we can take off. The runt herds have the ideal thing. Ah, cool. This is what I want to do anyway. Research the runt herd grounds. Produce gargantuan squiggoths. 200 influence. I was wanting to do this anyway, so that's cool. That's a story thing. Awesome. What happened? We had the obelisk attack my mech guns. Royal court attack my knobs. Yeah. Next turn we'll have the Diggas. Then we'll start researching the tech we need for the story and for the squiggoths. I definitely want to see the squiggoths. Be kind of cool. I'm assuming once I have them, then I'm probably going to have to move to somewhere on the map, but we've pretty much got the map locked down. Necrons are stuck. So unless more stuff gets spawned in as part of the story, we should be okay. So what do we have for targets? Just the obelisk. I'll just keep plinking away at it. Yeah, took a lot of damage there, so we'll repair up. I might even be able to hit it from there. Well, maybe not. I think the range is 3, so that's like 1 out. I can move up, take a shot with the battle wagon. A little bit of damage anyway. So the other stuff he had attacking me pulled back, which isn't too surprising. Keep healing up the knobs and mega armor here. Yeah, War Boss can stay put. Yeah, like I said, we're just kind of bottling them up here. I don't necessarily want to take out the city unless we have to. I'd like to progress the story. So let's grab everything here. We might, I haven't actually scattered out this part of the map, so maybe check it out. It looks like it's coast here mostly. So probably just water, nothing else. Yeah, coast, coast. Yeah, there could be more land down here. We'll see, we'll see. Well, there's some enslavers. Kill them off as well over here. We've got the air power, we might as well do it. Doesn't take much. Okay. Time to die, Humies. Excellent, excellent. Just grab control of this. Which is... it's not telling me. Increases the damage of your units. Plus 10% damage. Cool. Oh, we're up to wall level 5. That's also good. 25% damage across the board. We're losing influence every turn, but every time we attack, we get influence. So as long as I've got targets to fight, that'll keep growing. But now we're kind of running out of things to fight. So we'll do a little scouting. You guys that are hurt... we'll repair up and then scout a bit. It's got to be the edge of the map right there. So just in case. Yeah, nothing. So where am I going to park my horde in the meantime? Probably one of the easiest spots is going to be this kind of plain outside my capital. So maybe we'll do that. Got some units to repair, so we'll get everything repaired up if we can. Because I wouldn't be surprised if that next story mission we're going to have something to fight. It's going to spawn in next to wherever we need to move the Space Hulk that we're going to have to take off. And probably something bad. That just seems to be the way these things go. Battle wagons actually do heal a little bit on their own each turn. They're also going to park them on the Orkoid fungus, so we should be good. We'll start moving a few units out towards this plains area. Kind of depends on where we're going to have to go. But that'll be after we build the Squiggoth. I think we grabbed everything here. We'll wait for the buggies to get fully healed up, and then we can kind of scout with them too a little bit down here. Maybe the choppers will go down. Everything else I think we're pretty much going to park outside the capital. At least that's sort of my idea for now. I do feel like I've got just a massive army in this game, but I have lost a lot of troops as well. So it does take a while to actually give everyone commands and order them around and stuff. You're hurt. We've got some fungus down here, so if I can remember, next turn we'll just park them on the fungus to heal up. They'll repair a little bit themselves anyway, but anything that helps. Getting through all this rough terrain with the vehicles and stuff, it's kind of slowing me down. Alright, where do you want to go? Let's scout a little bit. Definitely the edge here of the map. I'm going to stay put. You're going to stay put, you're going to stay put, and you're going to stay put. So grab a tile up here. This have plus 20 ores. Let's go ahead and just throw some ore on there. Or production, that is. Oh, we've actually got a spot here still. So hopefully this research will give me increased population without having to build anything. Sure, let's make another jet. That's fine. So here we've got power in a turn, Gorkanaut in 2, and Battle Wagon in 2. We're going to hold off anything else. We're running out of ore for anything else anyway. So that's fine. Keep an eye down here. Yeah, keep pumping out more stuff and hiding it in the north part of the city. That's not very nice. Digas increases the population limit of Orc cities. Using the mech's latest contraptions, Orc shacks and forges now extend deep beneath the city's surface. Sure, the occasional collapse drags Orcs screaming into the depths, but it's worth it for the extra legroom. Yeah, so it must be just an automatic thing. Right, research. What are my other options if I want to do something else quick? Flyboss isn't that big of a deal. Radius of cities isn't too big of a deal right now. Anti-infantry bomber, healing rate, maybe. More ore when killing stuff is also kind of interesting. Fairly quick. But I think for right now, I do like the rapid decomposition too, which every time a unit dies, they leave orcoid fungus behind. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we're just going to go for the Runherd Grounds. Then we can go for increased production of Runherd Grounds, and then we can make our Squiggoths even better with this. So Runherd Grounds in 6. Alright, let's see what we got down here. Meganobs did get hurt a bit. We've got Monolith here. The Obelisk we've hammered a bit, but it's still pretty tough. So we'll heal up the knobs. The Transcendent Catans are pretty tough, so I'm probably not going to be able to kill it. Actually, not even doing that much damage to the Monolith. It's kind of surprising. It seems like it should be higher. Don't know why. Maybe because it's in the city. That could be why it's less damage. I think when I was attacking the monoliths outside the city, it was 20-some for my war bosses. 20-some damage. But let's go ahead and hit this one as much as we can since it's closer. You guys have no targets. We can't use Frazzle on anything. I can boost the damage of my War Boss, so we'll probably do that. Seems like a good idea. Yeah, a little bit more damage. Yeah, maybe we'll send everything at the Catan here. 14 and 7. Gets them down pretty good. You guys are hurt a bit. Kind of need you to block, but I'm going to move down onto the fungus for now. I'll move the other guns in. They're probably going to get hammered here next turn then, possibly by both. So these guys only have one target, so we're definitely going to hit them. It's just whether I want to pound on the Transcendent Catan some more, or do as much damage as I can to the Monolith as well. If I do more damage, it'll do less damage back to me, so... Then again, I hurt the Catan, he'll run away instead of using a Psychic Power, which will drop a bunch of damage in my units. Either way, costs and benefits. Let's go ahead and whittle down the Monolith here. We might pull the Catan back anyway, since I've hurt him a bit. Well, you guys are actually back to full power. Let's do scouting. Hey, we've got something down here we didn't see. I think the Imperial Guard were probably down there somewhere at the start of the game. Go ahead and go supersonic. Yeah, it's quite a bit of land down here. There might be some other stuff we can grab then for resources. Looks like we've got another Necron tomb down here as well. I'm hoping there's not Necrons there. I would assume if there were, I would have seen them by now. Far can we go with Turbo Boost? Pretty far, actually. Yeah, okay. Can send a chopper down with them. I think just the one. To keep the jet, the war buggy, and the chopper will kind of check things out and grab stuff down here. Everybody else can keep moving back over to the plains there. Do any repairs, anybody that needs it. Do have more ridges kind of along here, so we'll just kind of hang out kind of in this area, I think. The Pinboys have an ability that reduces the cost of the upkeep for units if they're within a certain radius of them, so we'll try to keep them around. Just kind of reducing the overall costs and drain on my Empire. Just looking if there's anybody hurt. Maybe get the jet close enough for some repairs anyway. keep the flyers up on the ridge because it doesn't matter too much for them. Infantry units can all hang out further down. Just kind of quickly looking for orkoid fungus. It's kind of hard to spot sometimes. Let's just move out. So many units to control. Gonna make a giant traffic jam here of troops. But that's pretty normal. Now you are gonna park on some fungus. Get some there. Just a huge process to move all these guys around. So many troops. You're banged up a bit. Let's see if we can find some orkoid fungus for you on the way back. Nothing here is hurt. Don't think. No, they're still down a little bit. Go up and heal them up. You can stay put. Alright, we made some power here, so power is in a good spot so far. What's our population limit is now 31, so we got a little bit of an increase. What do we want to do? Do I have any production spots available? Don't think so. Could be crazy, but I don't see any. I think we filled them up, so I think we'll have to grab another tile. Let's see. Got some influence bonuses. Since I'm not fighting so much, additional influence would be kind of nice to grab. Food is fine. I've actually got a plus 50% food tile up here. That's crazy. Food's doing really well, though. Not that we're producing a huge amount of it, but we've got a lot, so it's not an urgent thing at all, even if we went negative for quite a while. What do we have for ore? 30%. Looks like the best. So if we want to grab some more ore, that's not too bad. So how about ore and influence down here? And we're going to hold off on any mech stuff or any characters here, that's fine. Population increased up here. 2 turns for more ore production. 3 turns for more ore production. Working on some jets. So since we've got a little bit of force here, let's keep an eye and go next turn. Yeah, taking off with the Catan. Taking off the Monolith also. Kind of surprising. And my capital produced a Gorkanaut and a battle wagon. So for time issues, I'm probably just going to go ahead and finish doing my unit production for the turn, or unit movement for the turn, setting up production, and that'll probably be it for today. I got started a little bit later than I was hoping today. But we're just going to keep researching our way towards Runhard Grounds. We'll work on getting the giant Squiggoths, and then everything will be totally groovy. Or something. Kind of set up a little Air Force base over here, I think, just because it's a little bit out of the way on the ridge. So air units that are full health. How are you guys? You're at full health, fine, get up here. Let's continue scouting a little bit here. Kind of leapfrog a little bit. Go ahead and scout. We found some units. So these are probably leftovers from when the Imperial Guard actually were an AI-controlled faction before their capital got destroyed. So probably these are what's left. Some units he had running around exploring. They're kind of hiding here in the corner. Dead Commissar. More resources for me, that's more power. These are just their units for the tech priests. So essentially they're city building units, but also repair. So I saw a few of these early on in the game, but I've actually got something still controlled by Necrons here. The Necrons are blue, so definitely want to take that away from them. So I'm assuming the Imperial Guard probably started somewhere over here. But could have been closer to the Necrons, and that's why they got wiped out so quickly. Alright, rest of the Horde, keep moving. Gorkanauts, ho! More battle wagon, excellent. Anybody hurt? You're fine. Get out there. You're fine. You guys can stay put. Knobs are at full health, so that's alright. Tank busters will just move out of the way a little bit. What else we got here? Okay, you're at full health. Just checking if anything's hurt. I want to see if I can repair it. You guys are almost at full health. So for now, let's just leave you on Orkoid Fungus. You guys are hurt. You are on Orkoid Fungus, so you can stay there. More boss, move up. And we need to find some Orkoid Fungus for you. We out here probably is going to be the closest, so head that way. Yeah, you can stay put, stay put, stay put, stay put. Alright, down here we've got no targets anymore. You are on the fungus, so you can heal up, so you can stay there. Keep shooting at my mega knobs, kind of ignoring my boss, which is kind of surprising. Keep healing him up. Guns are all in good shape. So I think for now we'll just leave everybody there so we're on Overwatch if anything comes at us. He's probably going to keep building up units. He doesn't feel like he's got enough to take me on yet. And I don't think he does. What are we going to do up here? We've got some ore. Not enough for another Gorgonaut. Let's go ahead and build another battle wagon. Let's see what that leaves us. Guess we can make another unit of tank busters. They're fairly useful if I can get them close. The other stuff we'll just hold off on. These guys are set. We'll have more ore next turn, and a couple turns we'll have even more ore production. Yep, so we'll have our little Air Force here. We'll have the rest of our forces kind of congregating out here in the valley in case we really need them. Kind of protecting the capital. We can also rush over this way, although there's a lot of junk in the way to head towards my other cities. Part of why I put the city here was actually to block the Space Marines early on, because they were sort of out here where this city is now, and had kind of limited way to get at me from this direction. So I kind of built this here to sort of block them, and also to make sure I could take control of the mobile holo projector, which gives me more health for my units. But this map has definitely been quite a bit different than the one I played on as the Necrons. This one has a lot more water, got a lot of water through here, a lot of water along here. You've got the Necrons actually out on this little peninsula, or isthmus, or whatever it is, kind of limiting access to their city to get at them, which is good defensively for them. And then a lot of water out here on the left as well, kind of little lakes. So the last one I played on, there wasn't a whole lot of water. So it's kind of interesting checking out the different layouts and stuff. But yeah, way zoomed out, we can just see the icons for my units, which is kind of cool. Lots and lots of troops, lots of red. But yeah, that's going to be about it for today. If you're interested in any earlier streams, that stuff's up on my YouTube channel, which is also DisturbingPuppet, which is one word. So you can check that out there. Earlier parts of this stream, or my Necron stream, or other Games Workshop games I've played, or other just general games I've played. Pretty much throw everything up on there, mostly anyway. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Have a good one.